What is up, everybody? And I know I'm getting right to the point here, but I think we should start it off with a bang, as Jimmy Butler's time in Miami is officially over, and it's just sad, to be honest. Like, it's finally coming to an end. I know we've been speculating trade talks and all that stuff, but it's officially over now. And this basically means he will get traded by the trade deadline, and if not, then he is no longer going to play for the Heat the rest of the season, and he will be traded after this season. But most likely he will be traded by the trade deadline, as all the keys are pointing towards that. Everything in the universe is saying that Jimmy Butler is going to be traded by the trade deadline. You just cannot convince me otherwise. And you may be thinking, what is leading me to this conclusion? And I'll just give you the whole rundown. I'll give you the whole story. So if you haven't watched my previous Jimmy Butler videos, just go watch those first and then come back to this video. And after you watch those, you'll definitely understand how messy the situation is. But now we actually got full-on closure that he's going to get traded. And it all started with earlier today. We got a report saying Jimmy Butler is expected to play versus the Magic after his suspension, or second suspension in the last 2 weeks, basically. So right now we're thinking, okay, that's normal. Jimmy Butler is going to play this week, and he's just going to play with the Heat until, he's going to play with the Heat until he's traded, right? Or whatever happens with him. However, recently we just got breaking news from the new GOAT of NBA insiders, Shams, obviously, and he says the Miami Heat are suspending Jimmy Butler indefinitely, sources tell ESPN. And that basically means he's gone for the rest of the season. He's not playing with the Heat until they figure out what's going on with him or what they're going to do with him. So that's pretty shocking by itself, because we don't really know why they're doing this. And then we get another tweet from Shams saying Jimmy Butler walked out of a Heat shoot-around this morning after being informed the team is not planning to start him, and they're going to start Haywood Highsmith instead. So Jimmy Butler was like, screw that, you're going to start this guy over me, I'm out of here. And the Heat said, okay, we're just going to suspend you indefinitely. And don't get me wrong, I'm not really sure, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't get paid when he's suspended like this. So Jimmy Butler's probably furious. First of all, he lost a starting spot. They're not trading him, and he's not getting paid for anything. So I'm not really sure. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't get paid for the suspensions. However, what made me actually think he's getting traded this time for real is we just got another tweet from NBA Central saying the Miami Heat are the favorites to land Chris Middleton. And this is per Bovada official. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But yeah, the Heat's had the highest odds to get Chris Middleton, right? And the Heat aren't just going to trade for Chris Middleton because he's good. Because he's washed right now. Let's be real. Chris Middleton's washed. But they're going to trade with him because they're trying to get Jimmy Butler. The Bucks want Jimmy Butler, and the Heat are going to try to get off of Jimmy Butler, right? And if you think about it, there's no physical way the Heat can take on Chris Middleton's contract without moving Jimmy Butler. So they're either going to take Chris Middleton in a 3-team trade somehow, maybe with the Suns, or they're going to just trade Jimmy Butler straight up for Chris Middleton, and obviously the Bucks will think about more, but it's just a 2-team trade. I don't really know, but Jimmy Butler is basically done with the Heat, and that's honestly kind of sad if you think about it, because he's done so much for the organization, and him going out this way is just sad. Just taking a quick little reflection on Jimmy Butler's career with the Heat, I mean, you got to think about it. He's taken them to 3 conference finals. He's taken them to 2 NBA finals, and, he didn't win any because they didn't really give him that much help. I mean, he's had some good players around him, but they never gave him the right pieces just to win a chip, Like, he had Bam Adebayo, he had Goran Dragic for like a couple years, he had Tyler Hero, but he never really had that perfect team around him. And then now you're not going to pay him, you're going to try to trade him, and you're going to bench him. It's just so sad the way he's going out. He's done so much for the Heat, and the way it's ending is just super sad. However, those are the facts, what's happening with Jimmy Butler right now. Like the video if you've made it this far. I mean, we're trying to grow every day, so appreciate all of you guys watching the videos and liking them. Just be here early, man. We're going to be bigger every day. But yeah, that's all the news right now with Jimmy Butler, so that's it. Thank you.